I want you to cry into your Hello Kitty pillow. I want you to put your headphones on. I want you to listen to some Taylor Swift. And I want you to shake it off, you bland bitch.
Oh, what up, yo? What's up? We're talking about Monday Night Raw on the New World Podcast, March 16th, 2026. What? Why does that sound so familiar? What? Because it's Austin 316 Day. Oh, hell yeah, brother. We're talking about Monday Night Raw in San Antonio, Texas. Isn't it a great night to be alive? We have Cole and Graves on commentary. And man, I'm done. I just got done watching the show. Okay, I sat down. I sat with the wife. You know, we had our corned beef and cabbage early. Yes, we did. We had the corned beef and cabbage pretty early just because tomorrow I have to work on Tuesday on St. Patrick's Day. So we get to watch NXT on St. Patrick's Day. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we start off Monday Night Raw. We're talking about Raw. Monday Night Raw. We are going to WrestleMania. April 18th/19th. And then May 9th's Backlash. And then we are in Boston next week. Yeah. Wait, that's not Austin. That's LA. And I had a green beer. Sorry. Seth Rollins comes out. Everyone does the hokey pokey. Hokey pokey, hokey pokey. All the mask. Seth Rollins comes out and he says, I will destroy the Vision. I created it. I will kill it. And here comes Paul Heyman. Looking terrible. He's got a little gruff on his face. Eye all red. You know. And Paul's telling him, like, yeah, you put your hands on me. And, F around and find out. Said it 5 times. And he's like, and 5. And here comes Brock Lesnar. I was like, oh my. And Cole kept saying, Seth is not cleared to fight. He's not cleared to fight yet. So I was just like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Is it going to be Brock and Seth? He comes out, Brock. He takes out all the masked hokey pokies, takes them all out, gets in the ring with Seth. And as Seth is just standing there, just so cool, all of a sudden, Oba Femi comes out. Holy shit. I was like, it's happening. It's happening. And Seth's there. Brock's like, what the, he's a little like worried. It's like, what's going on here? And Seth's on one side and Oba's on the other. And Brock chases Seth out of the ring. Enough distracted where Oba picks up Brock and comes down with him in this. Oh my, I was like, even Michael Cole was like, holy shit. I jumped out of my seat. I was like, what did I just witness? Oba Femi just took out Brock, stood on this man's chest and pointed at the WrestleMania sign saying he is answering his open challenge. And I was like, oh my God. Holy hell. Brock, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked, man. You got the ruler, Oba Femi. And Brock rolls out of the ring and he's like, what? And I was like, that's how you start this show. Seth Rollins in the hokey pokey, disgruntled, bearded, half whatever looking Paul Heyman. Then we get Brock and he just ended with Oba picking up Brock and bam! Whew. And that WrestleMania is official. Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Oh my. This WrestleMania is looking great. Then we get into our first match of the night. OG El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. And Uno and Dos is out there. I think Rio and Deo, right? I keep on calling it. I don't know. But they were out there. This match was fun. The ending was a little weird. They distract the ref enough to where they put the loaded plate into Grande El Americano as OG came down and landed on it. He didn't land on it. If you look really closely, he came down, boom. But it could have been a really cool spot if it was executed correctly. But this was a fun match. This was a fun match for what it was. Then we get Roman. He rolls up. He's here. He's going to talk about CM Punk. The Usos handled Punk last week, and now Roman is here. Oh, yeah. Wait till we talk about it. Liv promo package. She says what happened to Finn was her plan all along. And we known this. She says it made her sick to call you family for this long. Now that you're out, a new king is on the throne. JD's going to fly. Raquel's going to take care of Stephanie tonight. Dom, he's going to get back his Intercontinental Championship. I'm going to go on and beat Stephanie Van Cure. This was a really good package, man. And I got to give it up to Liv. And I was like, all right, I see you. Then we get Roman and the Usos backstage. I loved when Roman got there, he grabbed the cameras, he's like, hey, everybody. He said, hey, the Samoans can do what they want. But WrestleMania, CM Punk is mine. And the Usos are backstage with them. Feels like old times, bloodline, all that good stuff, man. Just getting me hyped for when Roman's going to come out. And that's not going to be until the end of the show. Then, championship on the line. Intercontinental Championship, that is. AJ Lee versus Bayley. I wish this was a WrestleMania match because this match was freaking incredible. AJ looked awesome. I think with her comeback, this is the best she's looked. Her and Bayley tore it up in this match. I mean, it was freaking awesome. But of course, it has to be Becky versus AJ for the championship at WrestleMania. So I kind of felt bad for Bayley because I was like, she hasn't been, she needs to get to WrestleMania. It's Bayley. But AJ Lee retains. We go to commercial, and as we're coming back, here comes, they were teasing Penta versus somebody tonight for the Intercontinental Championship. Adams with JD, he's like, what are you doing, blah, blah. He's like, Dom's not cleared, so get out of my face. And here comes Penta, and he goes, Cierro Muero. And he walks away. Who is he going to face? Then right when we come back from commercial, Becky is attacking AJ Lee, beating the crap out of AJ. Yeah, poor kid was reaching out for AJ. He was like, no, my hero. No, Becky didn't give a shit. She beat up AJ right in front of everybody. Hit her with the belt, too. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited for these two to tear it up again. But Bayley and AJ, don't sleep on this match. Watch it. Then we get into Penta. He cuts a little promo before. Everyone loves him. San Antonio is giving him all the love. Who is he going to face? Dragon Lee. And this becomes my match of the night. Oh, man. There's a crazy spot where Dragon jumps the Penta on the outside all the way to the table. Then just the finish alone. Oh, man. I love this match. I was on my tippy toes for the entire thing, just watching it. These two just go at each other, then the Mexican Destroyer, everything like that. Oh, it was, mwah. And after a really crazy weekend of wrestling, Revolution and all this and that, it's just good to have a good wrestling match. It just makes you go, ah, ooh. But Penta retains, and I was like, oh, we're only halfway through the show, bro. Then we go to Division with Paul. Paul tells Division, Logan, and Austin, look, you guys need titles. We need to get our power back. We're powerless right now. We need to get our power back. That's you winning titles. Then when you win the tag team titles, we can get singles titles. He goes, we just have to start getting championships in Division. And Seth Austin says, we'll take care of him. Don't worry. But Paul's like, we have to be careful with Seth. He has all his masked goons. His goons, So, Austin and Logan, I believe they go talk to Adam because there's a match next week against the Usos, Division versus the Usos next week. Maxine versus Natty. It was okay. I'm really like, can we stop this feud? I really thought I was going to enjoy this Natty character. I really did. Just the hype of it, just what she was doing on the indies with it. And it's falling flat for me. I'm just like, just be old Natalia again. I don't know what you're doing here. I get it. The dungeon lives, you're a badass, It's like poor Maxine. I don't know. This match was okay. Natty won. Shocker. Because let's give Natty some real opponents to face. No offense to Maxine, but it's just, this is getting played out. It really is. Then we get Cole, who interviews Randy. Well, kind of. Randy says, I'm not talking to you. I'll just say this. No, he got me with like, wrestling has more than one royal family. And I was like, you son of a bitch. Because he destroyed Cody on SmackDown. That was crazy. Then we get Dragon. He's backstage licking his wounds. And here comes Siobhan, grabs him, and Dragon's like, hey, watch out, man. Then here comes Kofi. And, Kofi sees something in Javon, and Waller's like, what are you guys doing? And Kofi's like, hey, me and Xavier, they keep asking us the same thing, too. What do we see in you? Then here comes Danhausen. Danhausen's like, hey, I'll be part of New Day. I'll be part of New Day. And Kofi's like, no. He's like, oh, well, you're going to not let me be here and be part of New Day? Well, you are cast. I love what Kofi did. He grabbed Grayson Waller and threw him in the way of the curse. Then Danhausen shaking his hips and says, you are cursed. You are cursed. It's freaking awesome, man. This made me pop. I enjoyed this. Just keep doing this Danhausen stuff. I'm loving every minute of it. Then we go to Stephanie versus Raquel. This match was awesome. This was a fun match. A back and forth battle. Io comes out because Liv is up to no good. Then freaking Raquel, why? She just basically throws Io over the table like nothing. She goes, wee! Yeah, that was insane. But Stephanie did get the win over Raquel, and I did enjoy this match. Stephanie versus Liv is going to be awesome. I just feel it. We have Lyra, Bailey, Kabuki Warriors, same stuff as usual. Then we get to the Usos, and here comes LA. And I feel Jey Uso is on a heel turn eventually. I feel it. Because he didn't want to give love or props to LA Knight. But LA's like, nope. We got a problem with the Vision. They got my name. They got your names in their mouth, and I don't like it. And you ain't got to like me. But we got to figure this out. Yeah. Oh, the interesting thing with the Lyra, Bailey, and Kabuki Warriors thing is if you looked in the background, Austin Theory's talking to Maxine. And I was like, Maxine and the Vision. I don't know how I feel about that. Logan got Theory, and I was like, that'd be interesting. Interesting indeed. Now, to our main event. The last segment of the show, my tribal chief comes out. Oh, yeah. And he's going to call out Punk. And do you know that these two are going to cook? And this is my moment of the night here. Punk comes out. Because Roman tells him, get your bitch ass out here. Let's talk. Let's talk for a second, huh? Punk milks it. He's walking out. He's getting love from the fans. And he's just like, and he gets in the ring. And oh my gosh. The banter back and forth. Roman is just cooking. I'm loving every second of this. And he's like, you ain't going to faze me, Phil. And I like how Punk started with that. He's like, you call me Phil. My friends and family call me Phil. And, you need to call me. I want to call you by your real name or whatever the hell it is. I ain't going to Wikipedia it. And he goes, I could call you Joe, but there's another Joe that I respect that's more of a Samoan than you. And I was like, whoa. And Roman's like, you ain't sweating me. You talk. Yeah, but you're good on that mic. You're this and that, And he's like, I ain't got to deal with you, Phil. He's going to smash you. And he drops the mic, and then Punk gets in his face. He's like, you ain't leaving. This is my show. I'll tell you when you come in and when you leave. And I was like, oh, my God. And then after Punk says what he needs to say, Roman just goes, you know what? You say the same thing. You do all this and that. This is why you ain't going to faze me. I'm better than you. I'm better looking. I'm this and that. And guess what, Phil? You're old. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And that split second where my jaw dropped is right when Punk hit Roman. And Roman goes down, and Roman's just looking at him like, he's like, see? I'm in your head now. Who's the manipulator now, Phil? He has that big smile on his face, and I was like, holy shit. And Punk did not like Roman saying that. I was like, if this is the way we end it, and then here comes the agents and security. They pull Punk, and Roman's just standing there smiling, and he's looking at the camera and goes, oh, yeah? Best in the world, huh? Now I'm in his head. And this is the way we end the show, and WrestleMania can't come any sooner. April 18th, 19th. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what? Yeah, what? Yeah, what? Oh, my gosh. So I was like, oh, this is a great 316 day. There were rumors out there saying Steve Austin was supposed to be in the house, but that probably wasn't the case, But we're in Boston next week. May 9th is Backlash. This was an awesome Monday Night Raw. I give it a solid 5 out of 5. I would say the only, thing I didn't really care for was the Maxine and Natty match, but that everything else kind of overshadowed it. Penta versus Dragon Lee, match of the night, most definitely. Moments of the night was Roman and Punk, and I'm just like, just keep cooking, guys. Just keep cooking. I can't wait for more. But that was Monday Night Raw. Oh, second moment of the night was Oba taking out Brock Lesnar. Holy shit. I've never thought I would see that in my life where Brock would make Oba a star like that. And the crowd went insane. And we all went, Oba, the ruler. Took out the beast. Oh, great show. But that's Monday Night Raw on 316 day. What? Oh, give me a hell yeah. In San Antonio, Texas, Colin Graves on commentary. And that's it. That's all. I hope everyone has a great St. Patty's Day. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with the bum down at Walmart. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother. What?